Hello everyone, this is Goliath the Dwarf here, finally getting around to making my first reaction videos because I want to have the fun of reacting to these things the first time I see them, just like all of my friends in the WoW Discord servers, Skull, Larencium, Box, everybody else. I want to be like you. So here we go. This is my thing where I don't know, we'll see how this goes. I'm excited to actually get around to watching this now. Haven't gotten my new character up this far, so I'm just going to be watching it on YouTube right now. Let's go.
You mean to tell me none of your spies have returned? N'Zoth is out there, and we need answers now!
We are doing all we can. Speaker Magni is coming, along with a new advisor. He claims to have information for us.
By the light, a new advisor.
Some new versions of King.
Rathian.
The last time
Anduin. It's been so long.
Oh, you deserved that.
Dragons. I suppose I deserved that.
Oh, you deserve more than that. My father is dead because of you!
And my father is dead because of the old gods. Lad, he's come to help us. Nefarian the Earthwarder was once the protector of Azeroth, but N'Zoth turned a noble mind to madness, and now my father is only remembered as Deathwing. And as I haven't the least desire to share that fate, I've been studying how to avoid it.
Just tell me how to prepare for this attack. Our armies
Will be useless. N'Zoth will strike here. He'll manipulate emotions, get people to act in ways contrary to their nature. You won't be able to trust your senses, your memories, your friends. After all, what is real if our perceptions cannot be trusted? Anduin!
You know it's bad when it's affecting.
Don't you
Golden
see,
Boy Anduin.
old friend? It's already begun.
very well, advisor. Tell us how to stop him.
Oh man.
You mean to tell me none of your spies have
Starting
returned?
again? Okay, let's stop that right there. Don't know why it's doing that, but oh boy. I like where this is going. That was some great character chemistry in there. It's nice to be able to hear a more mature Rathian voice. He does not sound like a whiny child anymore. His demeanor is so much more mature. He actually seems wise, like a dragon should be. He's not just a little whelp flying away in anger. It's like, nothing will stop me, you stupid Pandaren. I know it's best. He's actually gone to school. He's done his research now. That's good. And oh man, like the last time we saw him, he was responsible for helping to, I don't know, like I think it was locking up Anduin back in war crimes, wasn't it? And of course, he was responsible for bringing the Iron Horde in with freeing Garrosh, and that led to the Burning Legion. And of course, that's what Anduin means when he says that his father, Varian, died because of Rathian. And oh, that was just so satisfying to see Anduin, who is one of my favorite characters. I know a lot of people hate him, but I think that he's really great. I think he's really strong. Wanting peace does not make you weak. And ooh, just even him, that he just went and smacked him, that was good catharsis. Also really interesting to see what happens to a dragon when he gets smacked in human form. He took it rather well. He's developed a sense of self-awareness now. That's good. And man, to see there's effects that the old gods are even starting to have on Anduin's perceptions. Anduin, the one who's so strong with the light. Although maybe you could say that maybe having that deep connection to something so spiritual might make him more susceptible to the void. I'm not entirely certain on that. It's possible. But let's have another look at some of that stuff there. Like how we have Shaw and Valera there, the two best spies. I mean, these guys like define what it means to be like the noble rogue. You got people like Flynn who are more the scoundrel rogue there, but these are like if you were to be like lawful good rogue, probably definitely Shaw. Maybe not so much Valera, but she's definitely a really cool character. Very nice person, has a lot of story there. And to admit, he's just so stressed out with his duties as king there. He's like, another advisor. I bet you he's had to go through a lot more court politics than he ever wanted to have to go through. And I love the model there. And I also can't wait to get hold of the cool backpack that he can give you. And Magni, ever the very heavy, very shiny mediator right here. He's like, Lord, he's trying to help us. You can tell from his voice, he's like, yeah, I know this isn't the greatest situation, but we kind of need all the help we can get, you know? Let's have a look. I like we have some good cinematic shots here of like walking down and Rathian makes some very good points about his dad, how his dad used to be a really great guy, and really it's the old god's fault. It's kind of like the whole, what Obi-Wan said about Darth Vader about how Anakin died and Vader was born. It's kind of the same with Neltharion. Like the person he died, and a new personality, as like a puppet of the old gods, simply inhabited his body and broke his body. And yeah, okay, you could say that Rathian I think he has a mix of selfless and selfish reasons here. He says, that's not the way I want to be remembered, so he is kind of thinking of himself, but he is also thinking of his duty, which, that actually helps to make some pretty good character things right there. To, everybody has their own little angle, but mix that with a more altruistic view, and that's overall pretty good. And man, this spot.
Your memories, your friends.
Okay, yeah, right here where it's like it's almost a vision of his friends turning against him. You can see Bane is getting, like in his vision, he's getting more ferocious, almost kind of like a classic Minotaur look there in anyone's mind. Even Magni he looks a little more fierce monster, kind of like a golem there or something, stone carved golem.
After all, what is real?
And that,
if our perceptions.
Oh man, the glory of N'Zoth is like great model, and something that I really like about how this is an old god. We didn't know what he looked like for the longest time, and when Hearthstone, which I love Hearthstone, created their Whispers of the Old God card set a couple years ago, their artists were in charge of determining what N'Zoth would always look like, because all of the other things, the card art emulated the Warcraft art, but because no designs had been made of him, then this time it was actually this right here, this beautiful, amazingly terrifying creature that we see right here is a card brought to life, and I just think that's really cool as a Hearthstone fan.
Cannot be trusted. And
oh, another thing of note here might be in particular is that look at what the old god is attacking right here. It's the Cathedral of Light, if I am correct right here, and that is so perfect on a symbolic way, because what does the void want to do? It wants to snuff out the light. That's the first thing that he'd go for, technically, since old gods don't really have a gender, I guess, but we tend to say he because they have deep voices. And man, that's really symbolic of the first thing that they do when they get in your minds is to snuff out any sense of hope, of light, of the ability to even fight back.
Anduin!
And interesting right here that Rathian is the one to snap him out of it there, almost kind of symbolic that, yeah, he is kind of our only hope in this way. And man, I am really looking forward to this. This is going to be really cool. I still need to work to get my new main up to this point, because I prefer to experience something for the first time on my main instead of having a repeat. It's just not quite the same. But yeah, I'm so looking forward to this. This is going to be great. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for hearing my thoughts, seeing any reaction that I have. I hope it was at least decently entertaining, and I hope to be able to make more of these in the future. Thanks for joining me.